Good afternoon, Isa. I wanted to thank you for coming to your appointment today and showing up for you and being here with me on this journey to becoming a healthier, happier you. Um, I wanted to let you know on these recommendations that we're going over today. They are just suggestions. If they don't meet you where you are right now, just let me know and we'll do what is best for you. And any changes that need to be made, nothing is concrete because this is for you. And with that, you won't see my face in the beginning of the presentation because I'm trying to get you the information that you need to digest and see what we need to go over. So let me go on and get that started for you right now. All right. So here's the intake information. I just wanted to show you that. We clarified and made sure that was all right the last conversation we had. Here is what we took in during the interview just to make sure if we missed anything. The stress that you are feeling is ongoing. But mostly right now it's because you've got a busy schedule where you work and travel a lot. You're easily distracted, worried, nervous, irritable, anxious. The exercise that you get at the moment is intense yoga in some heat. You say you do exercise regularly, um, uh, but you only see yoga as an exercise. And when you feel like your mind is overwhelmed, doing any kind of exercise helps distract you from that, um, what we call monkey mind. So you'll do that high intense yoga and you do sweat during that, or you'll run, or you'll do spin class at least 6 times a week. You're pretty good with your workout regimen. Then your diet is either grab or go, a micro bar, protein shake, juice bars for breakfast and lunch, but sometimes you can skip lunch or breakfast. You also do smoothies with greens, salads. You favor sweet and sour taste. Dinner is something that is more regular that you do make sure you eat, even though your times can be irregular when you do eat, and you'll do like a large salad that you build or like a bowl place. Um, then your sleep, you say you get plenty of sleep, that you rest well, you go to sleep well. But sometimes because you are in the entertainment industry, that you're going to bed 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes, and but the latest you sleep is 9 or 9:30, nothing past 9:30. And on non-event nights, that it's still harder for you to go to sleep at a considerable time, so you still go to bed at midnight, and you might wake up about 7:30. Um, but you say you sleep well, you wake up having energy upon waking up, but might feel exhausted in the afternoon. I asked you about your family. You said that your mom's side has diabetes and high cholesterol, and your dad's side has hypertension. You said you had tried some things for your hair and skin problems, but nothing really worked. Um, then for your constipation, you said you don't do any kind of pharmaceuticals, but you tried the milk and magnesia, some laxatives, some teas, or I think fennel tea, you said, but they'd cause more issues than what they're worth, even though they did provide some relief at some time. Um, then with your anxiety being the more long term, you're you don't depend on pharmaceuticals, even though your doctor said that he could um, get you something for that, but you don't see that it's um, that serious, and you'd rather try natural options like the CBD. Um, and more than likely, it's just from you being overwhelmed, having a busy schedule that involves traveling. You said that you only have bloating. Your stools are dry and hard, and on regular days that they're hard to pass, sometimes you have to go again. You don't have a therapist. You don't do meditation to deal with the stress in your life. No kind of routine. It's kind of just go where you gotta go. And you just said you don't have a routine also, but like brushing your teeth and washing your face before bed. So With that, we're going to go over a word called Prakriti. With that, Prakriti is your constitution, something you're born with that you inherit in your own nature of your mind and your body, how everything works. So that's what that unusual word is. And like I said, I'm going to be introducing a few words here that might sound a little bit strange, but they come from Ayurveda, and I'm going to make sure I give you the meaning of them. So as I see your constitution, your intelligent body that governs is it's called Vata. It's the queen dosha that's in charge of transportation, movement, and communication. You're telling me you have the dry hair, the signs of constipation. I see that your body has some irregular features, which isn't a bad thing. It's just consistent with what I'm seeing for your body type, and that is called Vata. And then we've gone over that you show signs of anxiety and worry in a stressful environment because the entertainment business is a bit stressful, and that is also consistent with Vata and can be an imbalance. You also have irregular diet with a lot of drying foods and cold foods, with irregular meal times or skipping meals, and Vata is that way also. Um, and your sleep can be irregular, and that could be some of the cause of your stress and anxiety. Um, also, you have no regular routine, and everything tends to be an irregular schedule. So these are all definitions of what a Vata individual is. And here's how the imbalances work. So we have the imbalance is called Prakriti. We all have it, no matter what, no matter how balanced out you get. It's like Prakriti and Prakriti play this balancing game constantly. So Vikriti is imbalance, and you are showing Vata right now, imbalance. Agni is our digestion, and this Vishama Agni is consistent with Vata digestion. So things are kind of moving a little bit. We got to ignite that Agni. I see is medium because of the constipation. And then their Ojas I see is low. And Ojas is like when everything is balanced out, it's this fluid that just brings you this bliss and peacefulness, and it works with the mind body system so well when you have so much of that going. And if you want information on any of these or more education, I'll be more than happy to do it if Ayurveda is the way you're going to go. All right, with recommendations for you, we have something called Amapachana, which is digesting the ama, so moving that ama out. And this ama is a toxin. It's like an accumulation buildup that's in your system, blocking the different systems in your body from doing their proper processes. Another thing that I suggest is Santarpayana, which is where we promote growth and nourish those tissues in your body with a healthy diet. So you're needing to pacify your aggravated dosha, which is that Vata, and balance out the digestion to support healthy tissue growth. So the diet that I recommend is for Vata, and on this diet, I am going to send you some recipes of some simple things that you can put together real quick since you have that grab-go diet, but make sure you're eating healthy. And I will send you those recipes, like some oatmeals you can put in a thermos, or a lunch you can put in a thermos that is for your constitution of Vata. I am omitting fennel since you said it did cause you some irritation in the tea. And these are the foods that we're going to be working around in spices and teas. All right, here is your daily routine that I suggest. I know some of these times might not be ideal for you because you do have a busy schedule, but when you are having a day where you can put this into play, you can play with the times a little bit. But we're going to see if we can wake up at 6 a.m. on those days that you can go to bed at 10 p.m. to try to start working on that just a little bit, just integrating a routine into your schedule. And there are some other things on here, but we're going to add things slowly because we're not trying to overwhelm you anymore. The next thing is your exercise program. I recommend discontinuing the high intense yoga, the running, and the spin class because I think that is causing some of the monkey mind that you've got going on. I recommend Hatha yoga. It's more focused on the poses and causing less distraction. It's not so intense because that high intense yoga can aggravate vata. Doing this 2 or 3 times a week, and also restorative yoga to try to just calm down and ground you. I would also like you to do walks and notice nature or what's going on in your environment, bring that awareness to you. And this will help ground you also to bring down that stress level and calm the mind when you bring that awareness into yourself. Here are some herb recommendations that I have for you with the constitution that we're showing. And that is Herbal Digest, 2 tablets before meals. And then Digestone, which is 2 tablets at bedtime. Make sure to drink sufficient water. Cumin coriander tea, because you mentioned that fennel caused irritation. And then after these 2 weeks of detox, continue to Digestone with the same instructions. And the other herbs I would recommend is the Worry Free, 2 tablets twice a day after meals. Deep Rest, 2 tablets 30 minutes before bedtime, and the Ashwagandha, 2 tablets twice a day after bedtime, or after meals, I apologize. Additional recommendations that I have for you are aromatherapy like lavender or calming vata oil aroma in a diffuser at bedtime during the daytime hours. To learn transcendental meditation and practice twice a day. At bedtime, soak the feet in warm water for about 10 minutes in Epsom salt, and then use vata massaging oil on the feet. Put socks on after you massage the feet to wear to bed, so that way you don't get the oil all over your bed. This will help calm the mind, the body a little bit more. And also, you said you were very good about drinking water. Just make sure that the water's warm, because that'll help ignite that Agni and clear the ama out of your body, instead of drinking something cold, because vata tends to be more cold, and that cold brings on more dryness, and you don't want any more dryness than you've already got going on. With all these recommendations, it does seem overwhelming, but I'm going to only make a couple suggestions that you need to do over the next 6 weeks that have to do with just diet and routine. And what I want to do is see if you can, when you're able and you don't have an event to go to, try to go to bed at 10. Just kind of work your way slowly from midnight to 10. A week or 2 at a time, and then when you make it to 10, then try to work your way to waking up at 6 o'clock. Just try that, and then we're going to work on trying to make sure we have set meal times with actual meals, no skipping and stuff, and I'll send you some simple recipes with that. If you have any questions. Alright, so with all this information, it will be sent to you in an email, and what you're supposed to start first for the next 6 weeks. And we will schedule an appointment at the same time and to see how you're doing, what adjustments need to be made, what's not working for you, and see what our next steps are from there. I wish you a happy, healthy next 6 weeks. And we will get that schedule written down soon, as soon as you're ready.